Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rahmat-i-Alam by SYED Sulaiman Nadvi. Muhammad, peace be upon him, mercy for the universe. Translated by A.Rauf Luther. UHUD Chapter 2. Khalid bin Walid was commanding the Quraysh forces. He was the general of strategy. He took notice of the pass and led his column of troops towards the pass and attacked Muslims from behind. Abdullah bin Jubair and his associates could not face the force of Khalid and fell martyrs. Now Khalid moved further and attacked Muslims who were caught unaware. It was such a serious situation that Muslims could not know that who was the enemy or a Muslim. Some of them killed their own brethren. Mus'ab bin Umair, who resembled the Prophet, was carrying the flag. He was killed by an infidel. The enemy shouts were in the air that the Prophet had died. The Muslims lost their spirit and were much disheartened. Their lines were deranged. The Makkans exerted full attack where the Prophet was standing. It was not difficult now for the infidels to reach that place. There were only 11 patriot mujahids around the Prophet guarding him from enemy attacks. They were Hazrat Ali, Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Saad bin Abi Waqqas, Hazrat Zubair and Hazrat Talha from amongst the Muhajirs and Abu Dujana from amongst the Ansars. Other companions did not know the Prophet's face at the moment. A companion from a distance recognized the Prophet and shouted, "O Muslims, here is the Prophet!" Now the Mujahids protected him from all sides. The infidels left every other side and concentrated their attack against the Prophet. The crowd went on increasing till Ali waved his Zulfiqar and enemies dispersed. This happened time and again. 7 Ansars died one after the other in this attack. 7 Ansars died one after the other in this attack. Now Abu Dujana leaned towards the Prophet to save him from enemy attack, and whatever arrow came, it struck against his back. Talha received the attacks of sword on his hands. Hazrat Saad was shooting arrows from this side on the infidels. The Prophet's face was shielded by the shield of Abu Talha. The Prophet wanted to see the Muslims fighting, and he was requested not to raise his head for fear of any arrow, spear or sword. In the meantime, a Quraysh rushed forward and struck the Prophet with a sword which broke 2 rings of his coat of mail, and these pierced into his jaws. Ammar hit him hard and it remained sticking into it. An infidel threw a stone with a great force which struck against the Prophet's face. It broke 2 of his teeth. At this attack, a sentence came on his lips which will ever glitter in the whole world till eternity. It was, "O God, forgive my people, they are ignorance." The Prophet came up the mountain. Abu Sufyan had seen him and tried to follow the Muslims, but Hazrat Amr and other companions threw stones at him and he could not approach them. He fell down the hill and left them. He sought the help of the image of the Habul. Hazrat Umar uttered Allahu Akbar with a loud voice. The rumor of the Prophet's death had spread throughout Medina. Hazrat Fatima could not help reaching his father. She saw blood flowing from his face. Hazrat Ali brought water and she went on washing the wound. But the blood did not stop. They burned a piece of mat, put its ashes in the wound, and thus the blood stopped flowing. 70 Muslims had fallen martyrs in this war. Hazrat Hamza was one of the great companions. The Prophet had felt it much, but he was patient. He simply said, "Ah, there is none to weep at Hamza's death." The Ansars heard it. They called their women to weep for him. The Prophet then expressed his gratitude for them. It is not lawful for men to weep. The Quraysh women, especially the wife of Abu Sufyan, had disgraced the corpse of Muslims who fell martyrs in the war. She had cut their noses, ears, etc., and made garlands and put it round the necks of women. Hinda, Abu Sufyan's wife, cut the belly of Hazrat Hamza and took out its liver and chewed it hard, but she could not devour it. They went up the hill and sang songs of victory over the Muslims that they had taken the revenge of their dead in the Badr campaign. If you like the video, then please share it and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon and click on all. Jazakumullahu khairan kathira. Thank you.